Hey, what's going on, guys? Lorian here with another Lord's Mobile video, and a pretty short one actually. I'm going to talk about Guildfest. So we do Guildfest a little bit differently in our guild. The rest of the R4s and R5, we all kind of get together and think of different kind of incentives we can do to help out everybody in the guild. And so I believe I don't have the mail anymore, so I'm gonna have to ask one of my other R4s if they remember the exact verbiage that I sent out. But I decided to sponsor Guildfest. Okay, and so what I did was I think I said anybody over 1,300. Let's see here. This one, yeah, okay. Anybody over 1,300 points. Anybody that scored over 1,300 points was going to be entered into a drawing, and then we were going to. I think I was going to give out five 24-hour speed ups and one 7-day speed up. So these lucky 8 people, and they're very lucky, since they have a pretty good chance to win a prize. So only 3 of them are not gonna win a prize. I was really hoping I would say more people at that 1,300 mark, but maybe they forgot they were running the contest. I don't know, but hopefully next time there's more. But I was actually really proud of the guild. I didn't do as well as I normally did. I had some real life stuff going on but I was able to just squeeze in as many as I could before it ended. But I think our minimum is like 1,200 or 1,100 or something. But that's why I put the incentive in there for 1,300, right? So I'll draw the names. Actually, we could probably do that now. I'll just do it on the other screen, and then just type in a bunch of names and let it randomly generate. But I was pretty happy. Everybody did well. I like seeing at the bottom. These are 2 new members that just joined, but I like looking at the bottom and just seeing did our lowest person at least average 100 points per quest? Yeah, and Kangaroos actually sent out an email to us to let us know what happened there, but everybody else did what they were supposed to. Even the alts, there was all the alts also did what they were supposed to do. So if we were full and we had 100 people and everybody was pulling their weight and everybody was contributing, obviously that's like 100,000 points, right? If it's a minimum of 1,000, but I think our minimum's a little bit higher than that. But we kind of removed a lot of inactive people lately, so we're always recruiting, but we're pretty picky. There's one people that are gonna talk, hang out, not be too sensitive, so, but Guildfest, if you're wondering how to move your guild forward and participation for Guildfest, this is only the second time that we've done it, but the second time the guild's kind of getting used to it, and so now they're really pushing hard during Guildfest because we do these little incentives. I think the previous Guildfest we had given away 10 24-hour speed ups. So just food for thought. If you're an R4 or R5 and you're looking to try to motivate the guild, then our this last contest was I'm giving away 5 24-hour speed ups, and one lucky person was going to get a 7-day, and you had to be 1,300 to qualify. So these lucky guys here. So I'll actually have to go and look up a program to run it out. Just look at them, run it on my phone real quick, I guess, and see who the winners are. Yeah, let's pull that up now, I guess. Yeah, so I'm not prepared. Sorry, but I'll just use a random dice here. Random die 8 on my phone. Die 8 rather, not die. Okay, first winner, Arlador. Okay, Arlador wins 1. Click it again. Quasimodo's second winner, Alador Quasimodo. And Jura is the next winner. And Ice Dragon. What is that? How many is that now? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more 25. And Mr. B gets the last one. Okay, so now I'm gonna edit this so that they can't. Well, actually, I'll just let them double up, I guess, and I'll push it down if they do win the 7-day. So let's see here. Let me recap here. Our winners: Arlador. I'm gonna write this down before I forget myself. Alrighty. Arlador, Kazi, Let Goes. No, Jura. Sorry. Let Goes, and then Mr. B. Okay. And the winner of the 7-day, Grizz. All right, Grizz with the 7-day winner. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and that's that. So I don't even know if they know I have the YouTube channel, but if you're watching, congratulations to Arlador, Kazi, Jura, Let Go, Mr. B, and Grizz. You're all winners, and I will send out a guild mail and get you your speed ups. So congratulations. Yeah, so it was gonna be a pretty quick video. I really wanted to just cover Guild Fest. And I already grabbed my rewards, and I didn't get to show you guys, but I will say it was pretty good, and I did get a migration scroll. That's the first time I've seen a migration scroll, but I mean, I haven't been playing. I've been playing like 5-6 months, so I don't know if that just was always there or just recently happened, but I was pretty happy about the migration scroll. So that was kind of cool. So I guess I'll talk about some of these events. This Lord's Cup event. I mean, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, but in my opinion, this is just a gem sink. Okay, people are doing them to do them, but they're spending thousands and thousands of gems on the wing boots, to win and kick it into the fort or into the base. So personally, I mean, it seems like a fun event, but I mean, it might have been more fun, and if IGG ever sees this video, instead of making it be such a crazy gem sink, what I probably would have preferred was them to put a pack out that basically had a discount on a bunch of winged boots. At least then you kind of give your players a little something instead of just being like, it's just, to me, it just seems very greedy. But at least if you put a pack out for $19.99 and you just, gave out a bunch of winged boots, in that pack, because people are going to spend them, right? And they're going to spend them on this event, realistically. Some of them will hoard them, yeah, sure, but it's not going to break the game. And at least you can kind of give back to your customers a little bit. So that's just my opinion on it. I'm not to be, complaining or anything like that, with what their policies are and that kind of thing. But to me, that would have made more sense, and it would have been more user friendly, better customer experience, I guess, in my opinion. Yeah. But yeah, so that's good. And I don't just do incentives with just Guildfest. The other one that I really like to do incentives with is Guild Bash, because Guild Bash is, people kind of like, a lot of people don't really like Guild Bash, and the reason is it doesn't get very good rewards. Okay, but Guild Bash is one of the few events that actually track monster hunting. So if you look, right, if you kill monsters, it gives you a score, right? It gives you points. So and obviously, like, you need to have an honest guild, right? So you need to, tell everybody that you're gonna clear out all the darknesses, right? So you're not gonna get any points from darknesses, and anybody that wants to enter into the contest of monster hunting, then when guild bash starts, or maybe after the day after, when you've cleared out all the darkness, so no one can get those points, then you can put a bunch of people together, right, and go monster hunting. And it's also a good time to look to see, like, if you have people coming up with no points, that means they're not even monster hunting, which is kind of not cool, right? Because monster hunting is so important for leverage for free to play and pay to play players and guilds in general, right? It's something that you can do with minimal effort that helps everybody. So you should have people that have points just from monster hunting alone. So that's the only reason. That's the big reason why I like Guild Bash, because it's one of the few times you can actually track, monster hunting easily without having people sending you screenshots and things like that, right? It's kind of cool that it'll show. So we haven't done an event for that one, but I probably will do an incentive for Guild Bash, for specifically for monster hunting. Maybe a little bit of an honor system, but I trust my guildies. My guilds, we're all pretty close. We're not like some super powerful guild, but we help each other out, and kind of close-ish family. We got some crazies, some some blunt people, some quiet people, a lot of mix. But I would say everybody's very respectful, so I don't think anybody will abuse it. And let's be real, I mean, if they abuse it, we'll just kick them out. I mean, that's one thing at least people know, and some of the guildies, they should know, because if somebody gets kicked out, they're usually asking, there's usually only a few R4s, R5s that will do it anyway. And I mean, I'm always demoting people, so I use it as a tracking device. If you're a rank 1 in our guild, it's because you are suspected to either be low in activity, not monster hunting, not joining rallies or darkness, just overall not being part of the guild. And so if you sit rank 1 for long enough, you get kicked. And that's just kind of how we use it to kind of help keep track, right? Because it's a mobile game. I mean, people jump on and jump off. Obviously we're not expecting people to be sitting at their screen, like, all hours of the day. But there's always somebody on watching, right? So it's fairly simple, and we have line chat, and we'll just ask, like, anybody seen this person hunting? And no one says anything, then, well, it's the person's responsibility to show us that they're monster hunting, not oh, well, we're just gonna believe you because you're in the guild. And it doesn't work like that. Now, you're a long time in the guild, and you're active, you're chatting, you're talking, it's fine, right? But you have to be contributing at some level, right? So that's that. But that's one of the incentives that you can do with Guild Bash and monster hunting. Obviously, like KVK, you can do top points and things like that. So there's always it kind of helped. I would say it helped our guild quite a bit. Like the participation was a lot better. I don't have to be sending out guild mails like every couple days saying, hey, by the way, Guild Fest is almost done, guys. Like this last Guild Fest, I don't think we didn't send out like any guild mails. Maybe one, and that was Mr. B just telling everybody good job. So I think it's working. It's kind of cool. So give it a try. Maybe it works for your guild too. You never know. But there's a tip for you for motivation and some guild managing tips. But at the end of the day, it realize that it's a mobile game, and people don't take mobile games super seriously. So you just have to recruit and be mindful of the kind of player that you're looking for, and what you're looking for. It depends on what your guild wants to do. So there's only a lot of like pressure to build and to might gain and rank up if you have a few players that are just like I really want to do more with this game, right? And that's fine. Maybe they do want to do more with the game, then they can join another guild and whatever else. But it's there's no problem with being a casual guild. There's no issues there with just building up together. You know, because at the end of the day, I've tried them all, right? I've gone to guilds that are heavily progressing. I went to one of the Joker family guilds and tried that out a little bit, and it's just it was fairly fast paced for me, and I'm more social, so I like talking, in guild chat and chatting up, with people online too, and over there was just like, kind of all business. So it just kind of depends, what you're looking for. So unfortunately, if you go to those kind of guilds that are, really go, then the social interaction might not be there for you. So it just depends on your priorities. I like a balance. I like to do forts and base as well. But I also like a chill vibe and chill family, where no one's like getting too upset, and no one is feeling the pressure to have to spend or have to like use that credit card and just go for it, and spend, and then that's when they quit. When they spend money that they don't have, and then they get zeroed because they fell asleep, or because real life, they got busy with work and things like that, and they lost everything. It's basically like, you go to Vegas and you lose your money. You don't feel happy after, right? You're just like, oh my goodness. Well, and then you just like, I can't do this. It's so irresponsible. I'm not playing this game. Don't. That's because you overspend. Don't spend money that you don't have on a game like this when it's not necessary. Just be part of a good guild, and do your job. Do the leverage things that this game allows you to do, and you'll be fine. You don't have to. You shouldn't feel pressured, to have to be a rally leader or have to get the good gear. You do it because you want to. Set yourself a budget and set your goal, and then just work towards it. And you play the game, and if it's fun for you, then great, keep playing. But if it starts becoming a point where you're just like feeling the pressure to spend or feeling the pressure to have to log in, then maybe the guild time zone is just not good for you. I mean, that's the thing in Lords Mobile, right? It's a international game, right? Different, from Asia to Alaska to Hawaii to Europe, and all over the world, people are playing this game. So naturally, you might be really active, but just in the wrong time zone. That's just, it is what it is. It doesn't mean you're a bad player. It doesn't mean you're inactive on purpose. It might mean that you're just playing on the opposite time of when the R4s are playing, right? So, keep that into consideration too, and especially if you're an R4 or an R5, don't automatically write off your members. Just, send a message. It's pretty simple, right? Just send them a message and ask them about it, right? And if they don't respond to you, then you probably don't want them in your guild anyway if they're not going to respond, right? I expect a response when I send mail out to everybody in my guild, because it's the courteous thing to do, right? If you get a call, right, you call back. If they ask you to call back, right, you text somebody back. It's just common courtesy. So, and that's the kind of guild that I want to be a part of, a guild that is courteous and respectful to each other. So naturally, like, the communication is there, and it's not there because it has to be there because I'm forced to be there. It should be because you want to respond, right? Otherwise, like, your guild just falls apart and explodes. If people are feeling forced or obligated, then it's not fun anymore. And the whole point of this game is it's supposed to be fun to play, right? And if it's not fun, then your guild's not going to go nowhere. Okay. So the video kind of like it went into Guild Fest. It was going to be short, and then it kind of turned into guild tips. So I might just have to rename the video to, I don't know, Guild Fest, guild tips and incentives and more or something. But yeah, that's all I got for today. So if you have any questions, you ever wonder how why we do things in our guild, feel free to leave a comment, ask away, and I'll try to get back to you, as soon as I can. But have fun out there playing. Be safe and all that, and try not to get zeroed. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys. Take it easy.